Dave and I are in Marblemount today with the dogs. We're just going to take a really short, it's not even quite a hike, it's more of a walk from the Marblemount fisheries down to the Skagit River. You can hear red-winged blackbirds. There's a spine of a salmon. Thanks, Frodo. So this is a tributary of the Skagit River. I'm not sure if this is the Cascade River or not. You can kind of rock hop out here a bit, explore. Dave's taking the wet way, but the sure way. You guys wait. Let's cross this one. Okay, go get Dave. Okay. We left the fisheries in Marblemount and now we're checking out some stuff in concrete. Driving past the fish trap. So we are at the Baker River upstream fish trap, which traps adult salmon as they are returning up this river. And I believe, as opposed to a fish ladder where they get around the dam, they're actually relocated via truck. I'm gonna see if I can find an informational sign here, and taken up over the dam. This is like a little public viewing area. There's that concrete bridge. Love heights, not. And here's a spillway. So, sorry, let's zoom in on the spillway here, not the fence. So Dave is good at figuring out how things work, and it looks like you can see this is kind of like the little sections that we saw at the fish ladder the other day, and I think that the fish are trapped as they're going to go up this river, up the waterfall, and as they're brought in here, this brings them all the way up this little tower. up into there, and then they're probably transported through that chute you can see underneath. Whoops, now you can see it underneath that upper part of the building, and then you can see that kind of right there, there's like a chute or a pipe that goes out that would put them into the trucks, and that's just a guess. We'll have to see if we can find more information on this, but it's a really interesting system. There you can see some kind of pipes through there. Neat. Okay, here, I'm not sure if you'll be able to read this, but I will summarize. So each year, Puget Sound Energy traps as many as 20,000 adult salmon. And we were correct. The fish move up the Baker River. They're diverted into a trap that guides them into a box-like structure called a hopper. And then they're put in a truck called a fish taxi, which transports the sockeye around the hydroelectric projects to special spawning beaches, including other salmon, as well as char and trout, which are transported to either Baker Lake or the Skagit River for the spawning there. And then also they have upper and lower juvenile fish traps where they do kind of the same thing in reverse. They simulate a flow of water in a particular area. I mean, it really is. They're not just simulating it, but it guides the fish in a certain way to go into another trap, and then they are caught into a net and put inside a fish truck and transported around the dams to go downstream. Each spring and summer, more than 200,000 juvenile salmon are transported around the dam. And over that really awesome bridge. Nope, we're not going over that bridge. I was wrong. Goodbye, bridge. We're going up to Lake Shannon. All right, we've stopped at a little pullout where it says no parking at any time. But the reason we stopped is because we wanted to go over here and look at this awesome dam. It's Lower Baker Dam. We've come up above Baker Dam and we are at Shannon Lake. Just a gorgeous day, prettiest day of the year so far. This is part of the parking, but we're gonna go look at Mount Baker. Beautiful. Somebody's built some little cairns here. You can see the stumps from where it used to be forested. There's Baker. Lake keeps going that way. And you can see the lines on the shores where the various levels of water used to be. I don't remember it being built up this well before, but Lake Shannon has a really great covered group picnic area with barbecues. You can't have your own fire, but you can use their barbecues. They have a place to dispose of the coals. You've got this great view of Shannon Lake and Mount Baker. And you can also kayak and water ski out here, apparently. There's some kayakers coming in right now. The cormorant down there. It's a cool bunch of pilings here. And then hopefully the sun doesn't wash it out. There's like a little waterfall coming out. Just one more view of Lake Shannon with Baker and Sauk-Siuattle. Okay, this time we really are going to go across the concrete bridge. And I think it's a concrete bridge. It looks so old, but so pretty. Hopefully I can see when it was made. I think there's a plaque on this side. Looks like it was made in 1916, and they changed it from maybe one-way to two-way in 2004, and I think that's subjective whether this is really looking like a two-way bridge to me. It started in 1942 and finished in 2004 is what the other sign said. Dave and I are home. It's not even the same day, but when I was looking at the video clips, I realized that when we were out exploring Concrete and Marblemount, we got pretty hungry by the end. So we went to a burger drive-in and had burgers and fries and delicious milkshakes. I'll put a name of that drive-in in the, I'll drop it into this video, and let you know that none of the roads that we went on required four-wheel drive or high clearance. You could take any vehicle out to all of the places that we went to. Most of them are accessible pretty much any day during daylight hours. The walk at the fish hatchery in Marblemount was maybe half-mile round trip if you just do that flat walk. We had 0.8 miles, but we waited a bit and wandered up and down the banks of the waters and just, you know, kind of explored a little bit more. Every place that we went was really interesting in its own way. I learned a lot. I enjoyed the entire day, and I just really want to encourage you, if you're in Washington, whether you go to those specific places or something of interest in your area, or if you live anywhere else in the world and just can get out at all and kind of be a tourist in your own area. Some of these little, you know, free, interesting little places we kind of overlook as maybe, you know, just not that intriguing, turn out to be kind of little hidden gems. So wherever you are, just get out there and explore. See you on the next adventure.